We're confronted by them everywhere, on the streets, at the supermarkets, outside drugstores, and sometimes even while sitting in our cars at traffic lights. Often they have a story to tell about their misfortune, just to garner our sympathy for $1 or even $2. We know them as beggars. But have you ever asked yourself how many of them are actually well off and just contriving a story to grab a quick $1? Kerry Granger, who was homeless for almost 2 years on the streets of Port of Spain, revealed to us that he had encountered such persons.
Nothing but a bunch of liars. That's how I found out whom they really were.
While there might be no solid evidence to suggest that begging is a big business in Trinidad and Tobago, Clive Belgrave did admit to us that there are people trying to milk the system.
People try to game the system all the time, so you would have people who take advantage of Trinidadians' generosity by coming on the street and begging when they shouldn't be begging.
Can the system really be gamed? TV6 News went undercover looking for these answers as we took to the streets for a week to beg in Couva, East Trinidad and Port of Spain. Securing a hook line was imperative for the assignment.
Thanks very much. Thank you. The house burned down a little while ago in El Socorro. Me and my father and my 2 sisters with some family. We got no place to live.
We spent time outside Republic Bank in Couva on the Monday. This woman gave us $40.
And we're only living.
We're staying by some people underneath the house in El Socorro.
Okay. That's what I get to do.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Every person who passed in and out of the bank, we tried to sell our story. But some were not willing to give money.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
Straw?
Yes, thanks. Thanks. God bless you. Thanks.
Standing in the sun for a considerable period of time did take its toll. And that's why this meal, given to us at a cost of approximately $25, tasted even better. It shows that basically I was able to obtain this in an hour and a half. A lot of people are not aware that I'm actually a journalist undercover trying to get money. It shows that there are people out there that fleece people by basically, having a good job and even money in the bank, and they go out there and they fool people out of money. In total, we made $78.60 in cash, added to the $25 meal. On the Tuesday, things were somewhat slower, but we still racked up $41.55 on our begging pursuit.
The mere idea, people naturally seen that there's a living out here. And probably they feel it more easier than going and work than to come out on the streets, because the streets have money.
Watson, the now acting manager of the Center for Socially Displaced Persons, who worked on the streets as a field officer for 18 years, says the phenomenon is real and should not be ignored.
And before the day finish, I probably could be going home with about 10, 20 boxes of lunch, case of chubby, and money. So we have a lot of people that leave their houses, yes, and come out on the streets.
Proving Mr. Watson's theory on the Wednesday outside Republic Bank turned out to be nothing short of the truth. Some civilians were mindful to our cause, but scolded us, saying just this once.
So thank you very much, sir.
Today I'm giving you right, but tomorrow you will get
Okay.
During the hustle, there were those who preferred to offer something more sustainable than just money.
Have anything to spare?
Yeah.
It's near $1. You got something to eat? So I damaged my leg, my father. The house burned down and we living underneath somebody's house in El Socorro.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, you can't walk for you.
Questions will often be raised by those compassionate enough to spend the time to listen to our plight. And we must not overlook the kindness of those that were quite willing to give from their heart, as Rodney did.
How come you end up on the street?
So our house burned down in El Socorro. And my father and I had jumped out and I damaged my leg. And we're staying underneath my neighbor's house. And he's diabetic and he have a heart problem, so I try to get money to get his medication every week. So.
And what about you, not no drugs or nothing?
No, sir.
I gave him a number, you call me, right? call me if you need some help.
Yeah, no problem.
Some might look at this and get the wrong impression about those who really need help. But Mr. Belgrave did put it into some perspective.
In my experience, the majority of the people who are in fact on the streets are genuine people who are out there. They are not then. There's a very, very small number, I think, who take advantage of the system.
And Wednesday's day of begging proved the point that the system can be manipulated.
So on the third day, we spent about an hour and a half outside the Republic Bank, and we were able to obtain some $73.96.
Imagine what beggars or those who pose as them can make in 5 hours, just standing outside Republic Bank in Couva or outside any other bank around the country. Tomorrow we tell you the tale of a man who begs on the streets but does not really need the money, and about others who supposedly have big bank accounts with no reason to beg, but still do. Mark Bassant, TV6 News.